What's poppin', boys? A little bit of a different one today. Going to be kind of a little sit down. We're going to go through a few things. But as you can see by the title, is growth operating dead? Most of you guys on this channel, most guys who know me, have come from the sort of growth operating space, info product space. So we're going to be diving in today and finding out for you lot if growth operating is really dead. And if it is, what should you be doing to stay ahead of the curve and make sure you're still making money and you've got an advantage within this space, right? As you can see here, we've got Eddie. Big up Eddie. He absolutely killed the game, but then he left the growth operating space to go do the clip curating stuff. Obviously, he's moved up to the next best thing and made his money over there. Fair play to him. But what we're focusing on is his previous model, growth operating, right? So, firstly, let me show you something interesting. Every single day, especially on YouTube right now, I see a claim that growth operating is dead from someone, some sort of creator trying to sell their own business model, often like copywriting or sales, something like that. School communities are dying. 50% deals are not working, cold outreach is failing, and obviously, like Eddie is, the main gurus are moving on. But one important thing nobody's talking about, the old way of growth operating is dead, right? That's pretty much facts. But there's a new way that's working better than ever, and that's going to be what we're focusing on today. We're going to be focusing on the new way of growth operating, where you can actually still dial in, make a ton of money, be at a huge advantage, and stay ahead of the curve, right? So first, let's address what's actually happening. The old model is dying, so spamming cold outreach, like most of you are doing right now or have been doing. Copy and paste templates like scripts and frameworks aren't working right now. Low ticket deals, again, not working right now. Manual everything, trying to land creators and setting up everything A to Z from day one, it's just not working. But if you're smart and you're ahead of the curve, you've probably already figured this out. But if not, here's what the smart operators have figured out, right? They stopped being growth operators, the coined term, and became full-stack business partners to creators, coaches, and consultants, right? And that's what these people really need. They don't need someone to set up a school community for them. That's BS, right? The reason school has done so well recently is because it's so easy. That's the whole point in this. There's always been community platforms. They've always done very, very well. Look at Facebook groups, things like that. But the reason the school took off and did so well is obviously one, because of the people attached to it, Alex Hormozy, Sam Ovens, all these guys, but two, because it made this community selling access to courses, things like that, the most simple it's ever been before. So if it's become more simple, then why is the business model you're doing helping people start it up, right? Like, fair enough before school, but right now, why would you be paid to help them start a community on a platform that is literally the most simple thing ever? It's easier than setting up an Instagram page, right? They might pay you in the essence of kind of being a VA to them, just taking time off their hands. But is that worth 50%? Definitely not. And you might have seen a few guys get in the space early and get those 50% deals landed and all that stuff. So you're like, oh, this is definitely going to work. I'm going to make some money. Chances are, if you've reached this video, you've already tried that, you've realized it doesn't fucking work, obviously. You've went in, you've tried a few things out, you've done a bit of cold outreach, you've even built some templated school communities, you've maybe paid $97 or $99 to get it started up, and you realize it's just not fucking working. You're getting sick of it, and you're like, oh no, what do I do? And then maybe at this point, or maybe a little bit further on, you come across this video, and it's probably making a lot of sense to you, thinking, is growth operating dead? Well, maybe this is my excuse, maybe this is the reason I'm not doing well, right? Which isn't necessarily true, it's just the way you're doing it, by copy and pasting what everyone else is doing, that just doesn't work. Not even in this space, in any space. You just copy what everyone's doing. Of course, it's not going to be scalable. It's not going to work, right? So, the guys who actually are smart in this space and actually looking to leverage their skills and move bigger and bigger and scale with this, they've become full stack. They do everything, right? So you have, for example, this is a content creator over here. This guy, let's do a little camera. That's a camera, right? This guy makes content all day, and he posts on, just put SM, he posts on social media. That's his job, right? He spends 10 hours a day enjoying his life, doing different things, recording videos, picking up the camera. Hey guys, I'm doing this. Check it out. Does he have time to go, send emails? Probably not. Does he have time to set up school, for example? Probably not. However, just this alone, he could go pay someone on Fiverr, like $20 to set up the whole thing for him? So that alone doesn't make sense, right? Does he have time to, this is meant to be a script. Does he have time to script out long form and VSLs and things like that to actually sell his audience? Probably not. Does he have the skills or time to build landing pages with VSLs and everything like that? Probably not. You get the point, right? There's tons more stuff. Does he have time to put together sales teams, closers, appointment setters, and train these guys? Again, probably not. I'm not gonna keep going because you get the point by now. There's tons and tons of stuff that this guy doesn't know what to do because all he does is creates content. And if you're in the biz op space, he's usually creating content about what he does as well. So for example, he might be a trader, and then he's also posting content about trading. So what he's doing is spending 50% of his time trading and 50% of his time creating content about trading. Bear in mind, he's also editing, posting, scheduling, caption writing. Like, all this stuff sounds like little things, but when it becomes someone's full-time job, this is definitely all of his time. And if he's making a lot of money, he's not going to want to work 12 hours a day, right? So he doesn't want to start doing all this extra shit when he doesn't need to. He just wants to focus on doing what he does best, which is trading, and then also posting content about it, which is where you come in, right? So, look, there's a million names for this business, and what we're talking about here, you've probably heard most of them, if not all of them. A few examples, you've got Growth Operator, which the reason you clicked on this video today. You've got IPGA, Info Product Growth Agency. You've got IPO, Info Product Operator. IPC, Info Product Copywriter. Growth Partner, Growth Integrator. IPA, Info Product Agency. But here's what it really is, right? You've got all these fancy names that everyone's putting all over it, but here's what it really is. It's just a branch off SMMA. It's a marketing agency, plus copywriting, plus systems. The difference is, instead of trying to do everything for everyone, you become a true business partner for info product creators, right? And mainly one at a time. Like, your main goal right now is to land one client, and you guys are a partnership. So between you, you own 100% of this business, which is the info product business. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So, firstly, let's be real, why the old model is dying. This school community, 50% bullshit. Why is it dying? It's all good watching this video and let me tell you it's dying, which everyone does, and they try and sell you on their own model. I'm not trying to sell you on any new model, right? This is just growth operating or info product agency, whatever you want to call it. It's just the modern way of doing it, and it's the way to do it without copying everyone's bullshit. It's how to actually be creative with it and actually scale and make money. I'm not trying to sell you on some sort of 5K course on a new business model. It's the same business. You just got to open your mind and look at it differently than just thinking about it as one streamlined thing of building school communities like some sort of $5 VA would do. Because that's not what you are. You're looking to make high ticket and take actual revenue share with these people. So, why is the old model dying? Everyone was building random school communities, as we're all aware, we went through, taking 50% deals with broke creators, which just makes no sense. This is a business they've built up over years. You're just going to go in and take 50%? Spamming, generic, cold outreach. I'm sure you've all either seen this or done it yourself. And then you've also got it trying to get started with 0 real skills. You're trying to go in and take 50% of a 100,000 follower creator with 0 skills. Absolutely 0. You're trying to go in and pretty much scam and steal 50% of their business, right? Because if you've got no skills to offer them, you're practically a VA. You're even not as good as a VA, right? Because you've got no real training. The only way you're getting training is by working with them. If they've got 100,000 followers, they're making 10k per month, they've got all these systems set up, they're posting every day, and you've got nothing, and you're going to take 50% of their business, I don't know what you're going to call that other than a scam, right? So, it was too easy to get started, and that was the problem, clearly. When anything becomes that accessible, as you all seen from our guy Eddie, he made it very accessible, which is very good, because that was obviously a key to his marketing plot. He did very, very well. Him and Brady as a team, they made it a whole marketing strategy, made it sound very, very easy to get everyone in, so they could sell them on their own course, right, and teach you guys how to get started in this space. But the issue with that, when it becomes that accessible, it gets saturated fast. You've seen this in many other spaces, but here you go in growth operating, it's a new version of that. Anything that seems very, very easy and very accessible to literally everyone, it gets saturated fast because everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing the same shit. Everyone's building school communities, sending shitty outreach, trying to 50% deals. It just doesn't work, right? But while everyone else is saying growth operating is dead, try and do this, smart operators like me and hopefully you, we're evolving. So let's skip all this shit and let's go in to what's actually working right now in 2025 at hopefully the time that you're watching this video. Instead of being another growth operator, just another name in your bio, you become full stack. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. You become a full stack partner. So you're going to work with creators, coaches, and consultants in a partnership. You're no longer just serving them as a growth operator and taking 50%. You become an actual business partner to them. They work on the front end, you work on the back end. This isn't easy to start. You can't just copy paste your way in by watching some bullshit YouTube videos, But that's exactly why it works. Because if you're willing to put the time and the effort in, you're going to have that advantage all over these like little teenagers who don't really know what they're doing, who watched a few videos online, who are just going to give it a go, send a few messages. If you actually are willing to dive in and put the effort in to become a full stack partner, you're going to have way more leverage above these guys, and you can have way more creative ways to land clients and get them crazy results, right? So you have a massive advantage. But just so you're aware as well, just to also make you aware, I'm not trying to sell you on some bullshit and make it sound easy, the barrier to entry in this model is way higher. Obviously, right? Because you're not just going to go build a skill community and watch a YouTube video on how to do it and then just do it. But so are the rewards. Let's just put barrier to entry is higher, but because of that, so are the rewards. Not many people can do this. It's not an easy business model, and it's definitely not easy for the creator to do. So they need someone like this, right? And because of that, it's going to be harder to do, but you're also going to reap way more rewards from doing it. And it's the absolute perfect pathway or roadmap if you're, really dial in here. So you're going to find out now. We're going to go through what positions that you might be in. It might be none of them. It might be a few of them. But if you're any of these positions, you've done any of these previously, you've already got a perfect pathway or roadmap to becoming a full stack growth operator in info product agency, as I like to call it. So, firstly, you've got a high ticket sales rep. You might have started off in appointment setting, worked your way up to closing. Even better if you then became a sales manager because you understand everything. You know how to run a team. This is the next step from that point, right? If you've been a high ticket sales rep recently or even for a long, long time, this is your next step to taking revenue share, making a lot of money. Because as a high ticket sales rep, you are going to top out at kind of like, 10K per month maximum if you can get there. And keeping that consistent is even harder. As a sales manager, you might be able to scale that a little bit further, depending on what offers you're in, but chances are probably not. Next, you've got a copywriter. You're using a lot of time. Hopefully, you've at least started AI copywriting, because if not, you're very, very likely to get left behind. But either way, a copywriter, again, you're going to max out 7, 8, 10K maximum. And at that point, you're probably going to start churning clients and things like that, because realistically, you're only going to get in like 1K, 2K per month retainers. And how many clients can you really keep on board and keep them happy? An agency owner, like an SMMA, anything like that, content agency, if you are an owner of any sort of agency and you want to transition to this space, it's the perfect roadmap to take that next step and make lots and lots of money. Because as an SMMA, you get paid by retainer. As a content agency, same exact thing, you get paid some sort of retainer. In this space, we're not paying by retainer. You can do that if you want to, but we're really getting paid by what the results we bring in. So if you're good at your job, as I'm going to help you to be and help you actually get good at it, if you're good, you're getting paid for the results that you bring in, which means that you put good effort in, you get good results out, you get paid directly proportionate to those results. It's great, right? And it's also going to keep you on track to delivering good results every single time, which you're going to make more money, but you're also going to keep your clients happy. Because right now, you're probably stuck monetizing just one skill, which is crazy, right? You're just monetizing one skill and constantly chasing new clients because they've churned in every single one of these. A high-ticket sales rep, a copywriter, an agency owner, or even a coach or consultant. If you're already teaching something, this is the perfect roadmap to take one step above that and help other coaches or consultants scale their own business, as you've probably seen some other big guys online do. You then become a coach to the coaches pretty much. And it's the perfect pathway, again, from any of these things, because you're no longer working for sort of 7, 8, 10K a month. That's your maximum goal. You're no longer working with retainers, and you're no longer stuck with just monetizing one skill that could always be left behind in some sort of way, right? So, why does the model that I'm doing and that I'm talking about work better? Firstly, we've got better positioning. Let me just write it down as well. Better, because it's better all around. 100%. There's no denying this. If you want to try and ask me some questions and argue about this, feel free. Drop me a DM or put it in the comments and I will answer your questions to prove why it's better in every single way. But firstly, we've got positioning. So let me just put POS. Better positioning. Instead of being another operator, you're a true business partner. You've got a very good position here. You're not just a freelance growth operator building school communities. You're an actual business partner. Pretty simple. There's not much else for me to say about that. It's just better positioning all around. Next, you've got better economics. You just put eco. Better economics. Instead of 50% of nothing, because that's the results you're going to generate, especially with like creators who are willing to give away 50% of their business, it usually means they're not a very good creator and they're making no money currently, which is why they're desperate to get involved. Chances are, if that's the case, they're not going to make any money. And you're not going to be able to help them make any more money because you've got no skills to really give them any help to do that. So if they're making no money and you're making no money and you've got no skills, you two together, you're going to make a whole fat 0, right? And 50% of 0 is 0. But if you work in this position, you take 20, maybe 30% of real revenue. You're looking to scale them to 20, 30, 40, 50k plus per month, and you're taking 20, 30% of that. 20% even of 20k per month is way better than 50% of 1k per month. I hope that makes sense. There's not really much else for me to say. It's quite self-explanatory. Thirdly, we've got systems. Better systems. This is quite obvious, but instead of manual everything, every time you bring on a client, you're building out school communities, building all these different stuff, try to set everything up, market research, everything. You build automated backends, frameworks that work. Everything can be sort of set up over and over again due to automations, AI, frameworks that you've built out. And we take massive advantage from building SOPs as well. Next, we've got better scaling. This is going to make no sense, but SCA, that's just for scaling. Instead of being stuck in one niche, you can now work across multiple industries. I always recommend starting off in one niche, so I'm not trying to go against what I usually say. But when you scale and become more of an agency and sort of spread out, you have access to work with many different sort of people, right? Because you're no longer stuck in one space. If you can deliver results for one client, you can deliver results for every client. Niche down to begin with, and then you just get broader and broader and broader. And at this point, you can work with literally everyone and bring in so much money. Here's exactly how this works. So firstly, you leverage real systems, AI automation, proven SOPs like we spoke about, and actual frameworks. There's a lot more here as well, but they're the main things that you want to leverage. And you offer different levels. So this is a perfect thing as well that a lot of you in the growth operating space won't be aware of. Right now, what you're doing is done for you, right? You're doing done for you school communities. You're trying to get 50% to do everything for someone, but you're just building a shitty school. It's not going to make any money. What we do is we offer different levels of support based on where you're at. So if you're starting out, you just do done for you, right? You deliver incredible results for someone. You take all the work off them. You do everything A to Z. That is not scalable. You cannot work with different people and give them everything, put so much time into their business because you're going to have no spare time, right? So what you then do, once you've scaled one client, you then use that case study to leverage and then open different offers, like done with you plus done for you, for example, which is kind of like a coaching offer. So, for example, a creator or a coach comes on board to me. They might pay me a 10k setup fee or a 5k setup fee plus a small revenue share, like 10%. So they're still responsible to do most of the stuff on their own with my coaching. We'll hop on a call once, twice, 3 times a week. I'll teach them exactly how to do stuff. I'll give them my SOPs, my frameworks, some of my pre-built AI automations, so they can do this stuff themselves. But then when it comes to a VSL or building a funnel or the stuff they're not very good at or the things that I'm an expert at, I will do it for them. So you see how it's a bit of a mix? I'm doing certain parts for them in the deal, but there's also a lot that I'm just coaching them on how to do it themselves, which is going to save me time and kind of make me more money because I can work with way more people. Next, you've got do it yourself with support. That's just a much more coaching based offer. Group calls, take for example 4k, it's your own coaching offer pretty much. Charge 4k, get 50 creators and coaches inbound. They all come in, they join your program. You've got weekly calls, you've got course material to show them how to scale their own offer, and you help them every step of the way. This creates multiple revenue streams from the same skills and systems. I'm not trying to confuse you here as well. I don't want you to start day one and try and offer all these different things. Done for you, done with you, do it yourself. I don't want you to do that, right? I want you to start off with an actual framework, start with done for you, then move on to sort of done for you, plus done with you, a little bit of coaching, a little bit of sort of doing it for them. Then finally you can start a proper coaching offer once you've got real case studies and a real audience to buy from you. But that might be a long-term goal. I don't want you to start doing that right now. I'm just showing you that long-term, there's a lot of scalability in this because you're not just doing done-for-you bullshit school communities that make no money. Look, the old way of growth operating might be dead. We've kind of went through that. I haven't actually hated on it too much. I haven't shit on it too much because chances are if you're in this video, you've watched other people make videos like this and just shit all over it. So I'm not here to do that, right? I'm just showing you the new way to do it, the better way to do it, right? As we said, better. Every single way, it's better. So it might be dead, but this new model is just getting started. Literally, we are literally at the start line. This is more of a finish line I'm about to draw here, but who cares, right? But this is literally just getting started. This is completely different. It's the same exact space, but it's a completely different model because every successful creator, coach, and consultant needs backend systems, sales automation, launch frameworks, revenue optimization, and that's exactly what we do. We also bring on teams. We bring on sales teams, all these different guys, copywriters. We leverage AI. We do all these things that they literally cannot do. Even if they could do it, they do not have enough time and they do not want to spend all their time. The perk of being a coach is having freedom, right? They want to be able to move abroad, travel, do this, do that, buy nice cars, make videos about those nice cars, teach people, educate people. If they're stuck building back-end systems using AI, hiring teams, you really think they could do that? Obviously not, right? Which is what makes this offer a complete no-brainer. If you do want to learn to implement this model, don't worry, I'm not trying to pitch you some 5K mentorship here. I've put together a free training that breaks down everything step by step, literally everything, right? You'll learn how to find perfect clients, build scalable systems, structure revenue share deals, and actually make money. Like, I'm literally talking A to Z. I'm going to show you how to land clients, deliver for those clients, and get paid from those clients, and then scale. Literally that for free. Click the first link in the description and get full instant access to that, my full free training, and also a free community as well. So you can leverage that, work with other people, help each other, and just learn everything pretty much. And we also may be starting some free calls in there pretty soon too. But, a big but here, right? Because this isn't for everyone, and I don't want to try and pitch this to everyone. I don't want this to seem like a sales video, because it's really, really not. I'm just trying to explain that you shouldn't all be rushing away from the growth operating community to go start these new AI automation bullshit business models that definitely still work, right? But the issue is, you're going to do the same thing, and again, and again, and again, shiny object syndrome. But your issue isn't the business model. It's that you're not putting the time in and being creative with it. You're just copying exactly what someone else does, so of course it's going to die quickly. So, if you do want to skip the bullshit, you don't want to sit and learn loads of things, and you want to get serious straight away, you can join Operator Labs if you'd like to. Let me just explain what you get. Our entire backend system. So obviously we've done this for 2 years, built everything out, fully custom, before growth operating as a term even existed. We've built out tons of backend systems. We've built out fully pre-built automations that we leverage for every single creator or coach that we work with personally. You get weekly implementation calls. So you get like coaching calls and Q&A calls every single week with a group. And then you get every single template we use. I'm talking about inside Go High Level. You get literally every funnel, every website, every automation, pipeline, everything that we've set up within our agency, we've got built into a snapshot. And don't worry, I'm not telling you to go pay $497 for Go High Level to use that snapshot. We also give you Go High Level completely free. You get unlimited sub accounts worth $497. If you actually pay for Go High Level separately, you get all that for free inside Operator Labs. It's pretty crazy. So instead of figuring out yourself, you get everything that's making us money right now. Real results from OL. Tamek hit 40k in 3 days of his first launch. You can go check the case study video on my channel about that. Learn exactly how he did it. Ollie hit 2.5k in 7 days, and Zawa landed 2 clients in 7 days. He literally joined on a free trial and landed 2 clients in the free trial before he even paid a penny, right? Click the second link below, take the free trial, and implement our proven systems. You can join for 3 days for free if you want, take all the systems you can get, and leave if you want to, because I'm so confident that when you join, it's going to put you on the trajectory to make way more money, make way more clients, everything like that you're not going to want to leave, right? So I don't really care, which is why I offer the free trial. A lot of these guys try and charge like 5k, 6k mentorships, because once you've paid, you get to look inside, you might want to leave, but you can't, right? You've already paid. What we have here, by the way, I haven't even mentioned the price. This isn't some high ticket 5k, 6k mentorship. This is a low ticket group. It's less than $100. Go check it out. But yeah, you get the group calls, you get everything, you get free Go High Level, you get... It's a no-brainer, right? You can go check some of the reviews or whatever if you'd like to. But if you don't want to join, don't worry about that. This isn't some sales pitch. You can always just join the free group, watch the free training, and start from there. Start making some money, then hopefully you'll join in the future. Then maybe you'll want one-on-one coaching from me. But I don't really care. I just want you to start, make some money, stick around this business model because it really does make money if you do it properly and stop the bullshit school community shit. Please give it a try. Let me know how you get on. If you know you don't have the time or the sort of determination to work in this business model, because as I mentioned earlier, it's not easy, right? Let me see if I can find it. This isn't as easy to start. The barrier to entry is higher, but so are the rewards. So if you know because the barrier to entry is high, you're not going to do it, then don't do it. You're better off stopping now than sort of chasing some high, keep trying to do it, switching business models, switching back, switching forward, switching back. Just give up now, right? Go, maybe be a freelancer, go get a job, whatever it might be. That might be better for you in some cases. It's not always a bad thing. But just stop wasting your time. Stop wasting my time. Stop wasting everyone's time. Stop giving me fake views because you're not translating into someone actually doing a business model. I don't want you here, right? However, if you are willing to put in the work, you are willing to hit that barrier to entry and get those real high results, then stick around. Take the free training. Maybe join Operator Labs. But I'm not going to make this any longer. I hope you appreciate this video. Let me know what you're going to see next. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate you watching. Peace the fuck out, boys.